It's a new day. I think I needed to sleep on this a bit because yesterday it was really bothering me. So let's continue. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think it looks that bad. So we can try to make it better though. First off, I'm gonna put the base color on 100 opacity just so I can try to play around with these first. So first of all, for the levels, I'm gonna reset it, and I'm just gonna slightly push, slightly keep playing with the little sliders. Let's see. Maybe we bring this. Maybe. And I'm gonna lower the color. I feel like that's the same look we had before. Maybe not. Actually, maybe this is better. Okay, from far away, how does it look? Yeah, I think this looks fine. With the fill, that was the little specks we had. We have it up here instead. Yeah, on the dirt specks layer, instead of having it on 5 opacity, I'm gonna do maybe 20. Let's try to put it on linear dodge maybe. Not, yeah, I think I'll keep it on overlay and then put it on 100. Yeah, I think I like this better. So that's just like the first little layer of speckles we have. All right. What do we want to do? I do want to have, I'm gonna right click, add a paint on the dirt 2 layer, and I want to be able to write something on here. Yeah, we want to be able to write stuff on here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in my mask view, and then let's see, what kind of brush can we use? Let's try the gouache. Maybe. What about this? No. Watercolor? Maybe. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use the watercolor brush, and then what I'm gonna do, I think I wanna do this little thing people used to do as a kid. I don't know what it's called, but you would go like, try to make that cool S, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6, like this, and you would go like this, and maybe like this, and you connect these two kind of like so. Obviously you can write whatever you want on it, right? But yeah, and I'm gonna make another paint and maybe lower the flow just a bit, and I'm gonna make the 8. Maybe that's too big. Let's see what it looks like in here. Yeah, that looks fine. Maybe I'll put the 8 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do a cross like this, and I don't think I like how this looks. Let's back up a bit. I do like the S, but not the 8. So let's make it maybe smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. And not a straight 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a cross like so. Yep. Okay, one last try, okay? I'm just gonna make it maybe slightly longer. Or maybe, I guess, wider. Here we go. Yo, I don't know why I'm overthinking this. All right. Maybe it's because I make it too big. I think. Yeah, I think it's because I make it too big. Because then it doesn't look right to me, you know? Okay, very close. Like this, and like this. All right, cool. This looks better. And maybe we'll do one more. And down here we'll do F. T. T. Like this. Yeah, this looks good. Yep. All right. So I'm just gonna take these 3 layers, Control C them, and paste them up here as well. Control V. There we go. Because we do not want. Let's see. Did I? I think I would have to flip this. Okay, never mind that. I'm gonna, cause since we made this with a black mask, it's also here that since there is mostly black, it's really not showing. I believe that's why it's doing that. Or is it? Is there a layer under? That's the roughness that's doing that. Interesting. Should I right click? I'm gonna right click on the roughness, add a white mask, and then I'm just gonna paste the effects, and here you go. Now it's gone. I can do the same for this one on the dirt. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the dirt one. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. So I'm gonna make a new fill. Actually, I'm just gonna duplicate the specs folder, the specs layer, duplicate layers, and call it dirt 3. And what I'm gonna use this for is to have little buildup of dust around the letters. Okay, because if you're scrubbing your finger through this, it's gonna be like the dust is gonna build up around where your finger is going through. So that's what we're gonna do. So for dirt 3, I'm just gonna override the black mask, and and maybe we'll make it slightly darker gray, because if it's building up, it's probably the color is gonna change a bit. Okay, and we'll turn on the height. For now, it's gonna stay 0 for now, but we're gonna use it. And let's see. How do we do this? I think I'm gonna use the same technique as the roughness. Instead of a black mask, I'm gonna add a white mask like this. Yep. And then I'm gonna paste. Where is it? Where's paste? Paste all these in, like so, right? Here we go. And then I really wish I could just Control G these three and put them in a folder. And maybe we can now, instead of, okay, now we can add a levels, right? And we can invert it. So now what that's gonna do, let me show you. Say this was red, right? Since we have all the white around the letters, it's giving the color red to everywhere that's white. But now if we invert the mask like this, it will put the red inside the letters, which is what we want. All right, so let me put this back on gray, like so, and invert it. All right. Yeah, I think this is looking okay. Now what I want to do, I'm gonna make an anchor point. The 3 mask is fine, and I'm going to add a blur filter. What I'm looking for is some kind of edges around the letters, so that's what I'm gonna use the blur filter for. Add a blur, kind of like this, and blur it out just a bit, maybe something 0.6. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, now I'm gonna right click, add a fill, and I'm gonna use this mask that's controlling all these layers below. I'm gonna use it as a subtract, and I'm gonna be left with the edges. Okay, so go to the fill, go to anchor point, dirt mask 3, like this, and instead of normal, I'm gonna put it on subtract. Here we go. Now you can already see there's some kind of dirt buildup around it. We can also make the blur just a bit bigger, like this. Yep. And let's see, what else can we do? Maybe we can right click, add a fill, and we find a procedural in there. Let's see one of the dirt procedurals. I want something with a lot of contrast. No, maybe none of this. Let's see, what about this one? Let's try this. Okay, now that I have this, I'm gonna tile it maybe by, whoa, please, maybe by 5. I don't even think that matters so much. And instead of normal again, I'm gonna put it on, let's try multiply. Yeah, and for the contrast, I'm gonna push it all the way up. The balance, lower the balance a bit, like so. All right. Oh, and I'm gonna put the height up now. Let me see if I can blur it out a bit more. I'm not sure how I feel about the height just yet. What I can do, I'm gonna right click, add a paint, and in that paint I'm gonna go get my dirt brush. Or is it dirt? And then I'm gonna put it on multiply, and I'm gonna paint out some of the dirt effect. Let's see, what would be the most? Maybe none of this. I'm gonna lower my flow a bit. Maybe there is more dirt around the creases like this. All right. Yeah, just paint out, paint in, paint out, paint in. I especially want to remove some of the gradient here. One thing I can try, instead of having the grunge dirt layer on multiply, let's try subtract. Yeah, I think that's, I was gonna say I think that's better, but maybe not. Either way, we can carry on. Yeah, maybe it is better. Keep painting in, paint out, paint in, paint out. In the next video, it might be your last texturing video. I'm gonna make sure I find a reference that maybe we can use to make this look better. But for now, we can just keep painting. In and out, in and out. X is your best friend when you're painting on a mask like this. Let's see how it looks. Yep. And maybe instead of it being darker, we make it a bit brighter. And I don't want the base color to be on overlay. Maybe I want it to be on lighten or linear dodge. Nope. I'll keep it on normal and just lower the opacity just a bit. Like this. Here we go. Yeah, that looks better. All right, back to painting. I might even use a different map for this. Let me see if I find a different map. This looks cool. Let's test out this one. I'm just gonna duplicate the grunge dirt layer, duplicate it, and then turn off the bottom one, and we can try this one. Drag it in here in the duplicate and see how it looks. Let's tile it by 10, tile it by 20, 40. Let's see. I don't think I like this any better. Let's keep looking just to test it out, you know. Let's try the black and white spots, maybe. Let's go to our mask view. Maybe I turn up the contrast really high, like so. Let's see, balance. Let's do a 30 tiling. Yeah, I think I like this better. Alright, we can continue painting. I like the black and white spots better. Paint in, paint out. Maybe the height is too high, so we'll take care of that. Where is it? 0.004, maybe 0.002. Yep. I like what's going on here. Yeah, paint in, paint out. All right. Yep. Maybe this one. Maybe it looks fine like this. All right. And for this, we're gonna have, and here, maybe get rid of some of this. Here we go. Sorry I'm quiet. I'm just trying to just zone out on this. Like so. Yeah, I think this looks alright. Yeah, I think this looks fine. One thing I'm thinking, I don't believe it looks correct, it looks good, or whatever you want to call it, that this is so clean. So instead of having all my in the roughness layer, instead of having all of them on 100% opacity, I'm gonna do 50, maybe 35. Uh, 40, 40, 40. Yeah, now it looks slightly more natural. Just a bit. Yeah. And maybe I'm gonna paint out some more here. Maybe. Yep. Alright, this looks fine. I'm trying to think. Something, I mean, unless we zoom in very close, we won't really have any problem with this, but I'm feeling like something may be slightly off with the roughness being under like this. Maybe I'll do 50%. Maybe 60. Which part is this? 50, 60. Yeah, I think 60 works fine. 60, 60. Maybe 80. I really can't decide, but I do want just a little bit of the roughness showing up under the letters. All right, let's see. I think I was doing the wrong one. Hold on. On this 100. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I think maybe I'll put this back on. Let's see. 70. Yeah, I'll put the roughness on 70 instead. Like so. And for dirt 1, I do want to do something about dirt 1. I don't know what yet. Let's see. What I can do, I'm gonna go here above base and then make a new fill layer, call it anchor, just for dirt 1. I'm gonna turn off everything, color, height, normal, everything. And then I'm gonna make a white mask and make a what is it? Yeah, I'm gonna add a white mask and I'm gonna paste the paints in there, and then right click, add an anchor point. There you go, anchor mask. And if I go to dirt 1, I can go to add a fill, put it on subtract, like so, and anchor mask. I am going to get rid of it with subtract. Where is it? Yeah. Is that what I'm looking for? No, because right now it's only affecting this. I'm gonna invert. There you go. Invert the fill with this button right here. And now we don't have. There we go. But I can also go ahead and lower the opacity a bit. Like this. Yep. Because before it was very much like this, but now we can lower it just a tiny bit while we still have a bit of the effect still showing through. Maybe 70. 75. 80. All right. Yep, this is fine. This is fine. And I want to do one more layer called speckles all. Let's just try that. We just want color and roughness. And for that, I'm gonna black mask, add a fill. And the thing I want to use, it's right here. I like to use it. I don't know if it's this one. Might be. Let's try 21. Here we go. And I'm gonna tile it by maybe 5, maybe less, maybe 3. Like so. And I'm gonna put the color just a bit up. Actually, I'm gonna add a levels. Right click and add a levels and bring out the white a bit. Like this. Maybe it's too much. I can go and lower the opacity for them, like so. Maybe lower it some more. I think the roughness is yeah, I think I'll keep it. Let me tile it by 2 instead. Maybe 7. Yeah. And for my levels, I'm gonna play around with the levels just a bit and maybe turn on the roughness now. Here we go. Yeah, something like this is fine. Yeah, now we have speckles of dust above the, kind of like they're newly deposited dust speckles. Yeah, let's see this one right here. Let me look at the base color. Yeah, the base color seems fine. It's really nothing too deep, too complicated. Maybe we add a metallic just so it doesn't look incorrect. Let me see if I can tile it one more time. Maybe actually by 10. Yeah, I think I like this better. All right, I'm just gonna export file, export textures just to test it out. All right, and marmoset. In my screen, I'm just gonna, let me try to open. Where's the folder? Desktop, TV. All right, here you go. In my test, it should be in here somewhere. All right, in my screen material, I'm gonna drag the albedo in the base color, the roughness in here, the metallic in here, the normal. We don't really have an, I guess we do have normal for the height, like so. And we need occlusion. Where's the folder? We put occlusion in here. Perfect. All right, so roughness, we're gonna switch from R to I think it's G, and metallic we switch from R to B, and there you go. And for the normal map, we flip the Y. Sick, something is missing. Where something's missing. Oh, there you go. Turn on the screen. Oh man. Now it should update. There it is. Alright, sick. Yeah, I think that looks alright. I'm gonna turn on ray tracing, Control R. And let's see, we do something like this. From far away, it looks fine. Like, let's see, from this distance, it looks fine. I don't know if you think there's too much going on the screen. I believe the 8, I'm probably gonna get rid of the 8. And FTT can stay and the S can stay. Yeah, I'll get rid of the 8 because I really don't like it. So let me turn off ray tracing and then go back to substance. And that's why we made them on different layers. Which one it is? I believe it's the middle one. Yep. The middle one. In the roughness, it's the middle one again. And in base, dirt 1. I guess in the anchor, it's the middle one again. I think there's one more that has it. I believe it's dirt 2, the middle one right here. And I think for dirt 2 specs, we can delete. Actually, maybe not. We just turn off the middle one as well. All right, now we can test it out. Export textures. All right, let's test it. Nice. All right, turn on ray tracing. Yeah, I like this better. There we go. Yeah, I like this better. All right, so we have this. The next video will be our last texturing video where we'll add some dirt, some overall dirt, grease, and all that stuff in here. And then we'll be done. So yeah, I'll see you there.